Hi there, this is Kevin from MaximizingEcommerce.com, and I help people start and grow their e-commerce business so they can maximize their results. And in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about the buy box term, as we refer to it in Amazon, and why it is so important. So in this video, what I'm going to do is just quickly show you a couple of listings in Amazon and show you who has the buy box, who doesn't have the buy box, and why it's so critical to your success to have the buy box. So what I'm going to choose here is a French press. It's not an overly brand specific product. Basically, if you think about it, you go to a fine dining restaurant, it's a nice presentation. They've got the hot water down below, and then they push down the coffee grinds without the grinds going into the getting mixed in with the coffee itself. So when it pours out without the grinds. I mean, it's a beautiful presentation. It's a nice product. If I was to pick a product here, for example, this one here, the Bodum Brazil 3-cup French press maker, it's going to give us an example of how this works. So this particular product, that's the brand name here, Bodum. It is being sold and shipped by Amazon.com. So Amazon is both the seller and they're, of course, the fulfillment network. So they're selling it and they're shipping it themselves, as opposed to being a third-party seller, which we'll show you an example of here in a moment. Now, if you look at this here real quick, if I was to buy and ship this product, what would I choose? I would probably just go straight over here to add to cart. If you have ever bought anything on Amazon or some other e-commerce site, what do you usually do? You just pick the add to cart and you go. In fact, if I was signed in right now, I probably could even have the opportunity to do one-click purchase and just have it shipped to me. So, they're going to charge my account right away and they'll probably start shipping it within minutes. They'll get that process started. Now, if I were to do a little bit more research, I might say, well, are there anyone else who's selling it where I might be able to get a better price? Which most people are just going to do whatever is easiest, which is right over here to add to cart. But if they have the opportunity to save a little money, they might come down here where it says other sellers on Amazon. So even though Amazon is selling this, they're not the exclusive seller. They're a marketplace. So other people are able to sell on their marketplace. So you can see they've got an example of 3 different third-party sellers you can purchase this from. Now, if you wanted to do even more research than just click add to cart on one of these 3, so if you think about this, if you were going on this yourself, chances are you'd probably click this one if you're going to purchase this item. And if you were going to see if you can find a better price, maybe from a third-party seller, you'd probably pick one of these. Now, if you want to take another step to see if you can get a better price, you can see how there's used and new ones here from 1208. So let's go ahead and click on that. So there's 19 offers there. That's what the in parentheses is, means there's 19 different offers, 19 sellers. Now, if I click on this, you can see there's all these different sellers selling it. Some have where it's a certain price plus shipping. Some it's whatever the price is, and free shipping, which if you really think about it, between the two, the price is almost identical. All one did was wrap it in the shipping with the price. Then also, if you can look, you can see, okay, there's also, for the most part, you've got this one particular seller who uses Amazon's fulfillment network. Now, they were one of the 3 that was on the other page. I can get free Prime if I go with this particular seller, as well as I can get it from Amazon Warehouse Deals. So Amazon.com, has the buy box on the other page, and this particular company here, they're both matching the price. And it's free shipping for Prime, as well as free shipping on orders over $35. And both of these are fulfilled by Amazon. So even though fulfilled by Amazon isn't right there, it's essentially fulfilled by Amazon if you're buying it from Amazon, because they're doing their own fulfilling. Now, if I come up here to the top, I got Amazon Warehouse Deals, which basically just means sometimes products get slightly damaged or the packaging gets crinkled or something happens, and there's Amazon Warehouse Deals. So Amazon sometimes will try to sell it at a slightly lower price And you may be thinking here, well, does Amazon.com, if they're the seller, will they always have the buy box? Not necessarily. Amazon is always doing little tests in the background because at the end of the day, what Amazon wants to do is be able to sell this product. So they're always testing out little variables, what's going to work the best. So every time somebody, searches for French press and they click on this listing, Amazon might show different sellers as the buy box. Now, chances are they're going to give themselves preferential treatment, and understanding so. It's their platform, but they might give this particular company every so often to see if they are able to make the sale. So if you think about it, well, who's going to get the sale? Who's most likely to get the sale? Well, think about the factors that are involved. So the factors involved would be which would be the most trustworthy seller. Now, it's hard to out trustworthy Amazon. So Amazon's typically going to win if it comes to trustworthiness. Then, will the customer have the potential of getting free Prime? So if they're a Prime member, are they going to get free shipping? So that's going to also factor in whether or not who's going to be most likely to get the sale. And then look at price. So price can be a big thing. So sometimes you hear about people talk about the race to the bottom. So if this other company said, well, we'll sell it for $13.60, so we're going to go drop our price so that we get more likely to get the buy box. And then other sellers might do the same thing too. So that's where if you ever hear the term race to the bottom, is because these sellers here might be competing to get the buy box. Because again, it's going to come down to who's going to be the most likely to get the sale, and sale is going to be trustworthiness, whether or not they're able to offer Prime, or free shipping. And then also, if you really think about it, it's going to come down to price. Price is going to be a big factor there. So not always the biggest factor, because also new could play into it. So whether or not something's new or used and like new, because if you're looking for a new product, you might not necessarily buy the used one. So Amazon knows in the background, if we put these different variables together, which one's most likely to get the sale. And again, they're most likely to get it. But let's give an example where it's not Amazon is the main seller. So if I click the little back button here, I'm just going to go back to the original page where it's got all the French presses on this first page. Now, if I pick this one, I'll pick one of these best sellers. Let's pick this one here. So this one here is they've done very well with this. They've got a beautiful presentation. They've got over 2,000 reviews, number one bestseller in coffee serving sets. And you can see they've got the buy box. So if you see here, Kitchen Supreme is the brand, and they're also the ones selling it. So they're both the brand and the seller. And then, of course, it's being fulfilled by Amazon. So if I was signed in with my Prime account, I would have that option to ship that. Because this is their product, they're pretty much getting almost exclusive access to the buy box. In fact, if I come down over here to other sellers on Amazon, there's not even a bunch listed here like there were on the other page. So if I click on this little link here, used and new, basically it's the seller, who's probably also the manufacturer. I'm not 100% sure, but generally that's what happens when you see the brand name is the same as the seller. And then here you can see there's another company that's trying to offer this particular product, and if somebody did decide to buy it, it's used like new, and that would be basically be $41.64 with shipping. So you can see Amazon's looking at this and saying, well, of course, this particular company who's got a great reputation and who's the main manufacturer and the brand owner of it is going to be the one most likely to get this product. So they're pretty much going to almost exclusively have the buy button, or the buy button, so the buy box, I should say, just to use the same terminology. But that's the strategy with private label, that if you're the private label seller, you're pretty much going to always get the buy box. Now, there's other people can sell on your listing, but if they don't have access to purchase your product from the manufacturer, their margins aren't going to work out typically. So you're not going to have a lot of other people trying to sell on your your listing if you're the private label seller. So that's one of the reasons why private label is so popular, because you would have almost exclusive access to the buy button, as opposed to with retail arbitrage. The game is get in quickly, sell quickly, so that way you're not involved in the race to the bottom. So hopefully you found this helpful. If you did, I would ask that you click the little thumbs up button just to show your appreciation, as well as you can subscribe to this channel so you can see more videos like this that hopefully you'll find helpful. Also, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I do my best to try to get to as many questions as possible. And also, you can go to maximizingecommerce.com to sign up for updates and exclusive tips and resources to help you grow your e-commerce business and maximize your results. So thank you for watching, and wishing you the best as you grow your e-commerce business.